So of course here for Modern Warfare 2, so many different things that you're going to be able to test out here today. What are you looking forward to the most?
I'm most looking forward to find out more information about Warzone 2 and the future of the franchise. I think that Warzone has really helped adapt to a casual audience, whereas the CDL has been growing the more competitive side of things. And I just want them to see them, you know, be able to refine it, come in with Ricochet this time, not have any of the issues we did with Verdansk, and really be able to, you know, just hit the ground running this time.
As we look ahead to Warzone 2, do you have any favorite memories on Warzone?
On Warzone 1, oh yeah, I have some great ones. The end of Verdansk was probably one of my favorite things. I did my first subathon, it was 7 days straight, and we covered the whole thing from the Easter eggs and all the things that told us what was going to happen, to seeing the nuke actually explode. And I don't know if anybody keeps up with Modern Warzone, but I had been saying since Verdansk came out that it was going to be blown up by a nuke. So to see it happen was just euphoric for me.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to see if your predictions come true for this next game as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Obviously, new iteration of the game. We're expecting so many different things coming out to play here.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of this new game? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the Call of Duty polished feel you expect, especially from Infinity Ward. I think that was my favorite part of Modern Warfare 2019, was just how smooth everything felt. I love the field upgrades. I'm wondering if they potentially added any more. And at the end of the day, they've already teased earlier today the brand new Gunsmith 2.0. I want to see what type of crazy weapons we can come up with. I cannot wait to just lay the smackdown on all the Call of Duty League pros that are here. They're all absolute noobs. I'm looking forward to today.
All right, Swag, so good to have you guys in the building. Of course, we have Modern Warfare 2 coming up. You're going to get a chance to get on the sticks and play it. How are you feeling about this brand new title?
Really good, man. I mean, MW2, the name itself has so much hype around it, and it's just so exciting to play a game. Infinity Ward is my favorite company to make the game, so I'm super excited.
Amazing stuff. So, gents, how are you guys feeling? We've got Warzone 2.0.
Our first event here, so I mean, we're really excited to be here.
Bien, gente, qué bueno que hayan llegado los que les interesa obviamente el juego.
I'm feeling good. I'm super excited.
Por
This is the first,
supuesto
like,
que sí.
event,
Like we all said, this is
like
our first
testing
ever
wise.
event.
Y
This is new to us,
I'm
really exciting. I don't know what to
Y estamos
expect,
con la
but
beta de
I
este
just-
juego. Bueno,
it's
va a
very
salir
fun.
la beta del Warzone
Any
2
favorite memories from the
y
original Modern Warfare 2
también
that
va a
anyone wants to
aparecer
share?
van a anunciar oficialmente el Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
I remember the
Para
first
para las
nuke I
personas que
ever
tengan la
got was
oportunidad
on the
de
map Este, and I was hype. I was like,
o que hayan tenido la oportunidad de jugar el Warzone,
silence ACR,
van a tener la
going
oportunidad de
crazy.
jugarlo en su móvil sin necesidad de PC. Obviamente yo tengo la PC, pero pues igual lo puedo jugar en un emulador con ustedes, irnos a, no sé,
I'll tell you what, though.
ya saben.
All right.
Campaign boy, I was
Y los dejo tantito,
Well, I
voy
do know
y
we're gonna have a
regreso.
kick-ass
¿Vale? Los
campaign
dejo,
coming in.
voy y
So
regreso.
what do you expect out of a good campaign?
Y
If you're a campaign guy,
y bueno,
what do you look for?
voy a
I don't know, I
almorzar.
just played the missions was hard.
Ahorita vengo, gente, espérame
Missions
tantito,
was hard, I ain't gonna
espérame.
lie. Wasn't that the one we had to crawl and be secretive or something like that too?
I always
That
love
one- that
the
was
like the
good.
sniper missions where you
Yeah,
gotta
that's what
be
I'm
like.
saying. Like, it was really dope.
Love that. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to waste any more time. Go enjoy it. Get on the sticks, and we'll catch up with you later to see how you feel about it. Thanks, guys. All right, well, we get to see multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. What are you expecting? What are your big expectations from this new iteration of Warzone?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the map. With Caldera, there was a lot of like elevation, and I liked in Verdansk how it was like a lot of buildings. So I'm hoping to see a lot of like buildings for like building fights because I'm a close range player. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But
We're a team. All of us. Let's go.
¡Oh! El futuro.
Listen up. These guys on the ground, they are your brothers now. Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone,
Wow.
and welcome to Call of Duty Next.
Wow, se ve increíble, gente.
I am Johanna
Muy,
Ferris,
güey, no
General
manches, se ve
Manager of
increíble.
Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment, not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2,
La
but a
presidenta
very
del
significant
Call of
moment for
Duty,
the
no
future
manches.
of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way. And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a wholly new, elevated player experience. One focused, of course,
Esos
on
güeyes.
delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news, but it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. Ultimately, though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world, will be the judge of all
Sí,
that.
güey.
And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce, alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to
Qué
gameplay.
chingón, güey, la
Gameplay
neta,
is
estar
king.
ahí en uno de
But
esos.
I could go on and on. Things like third person.
Tienen la
Things
cámara
like
del
we
gato, no
innovated
mames.
in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode
Ella estaría
in DMZ
saludando.
that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else.
Me gusta su
across all
pantalón
the
verde de la
games.
chica, está muy
It just
bonito.
goes on and on.
Ese color.
But
Lo
you know
destaca
what?
del
It
Call
all
of Duty
comes
Modern
back to one
Warfare
thing.
3.
It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you played, be it on console or PC or
Sí, güey.
mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're going to see that and play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited about some of the social features that are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but may even have to work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions, and I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So we've completely innovated in the area of connecting you, the player, to your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes, right? So
Así es,
connecting the
Santi.
camera to
Así
your
es.
body. We've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun, again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're going to play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
All right, well, we've taken up enough time, but before they kick us off the stage, can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun. And we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that. But we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely
La neta, yo no entiendo nada,
the world premiere
Yo estoy viendo todo lo que está alrededor. Me gusta, está bonito.
And enjoy the show.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Está en negro, no sé. Salió el Juggernaut.
Enemies above. Drill charge.
Wow.
Eyes on the hostage. You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
On cover.
Verga, cámaras. Wow. Una Magnum. Escopeta, güey, bestia. Si es así como yo pienso que va a ser, bro, va a estar chingón. Si es el mobile, güey, no mames.
Get ready, team. We have never seen a war zone like this. The world is a vampire.
Battleground.
They're behind us. Drop stick out. Enemy healer.
El dron, güey. Wow. La mina terrestre, güey, no mames. Las miras ópticas, tercera persona. Warzone 2.0. La última arma. Está en el equipo. Modern Warfare 2. La beta ya está abierta, chicos. Ya está abierta la beta. No mames, güey, está chingón el Modern Warfare 2. Saludos, Mr. Anderson, ¿cómo estás, hermanito?
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army, but we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Sí, Santi. Se ven muy padres, hermano. Si son observadores se dieron cuenta que pusieron lo que se vio en la pantalla negra. ¿Se dieron cuenta? El Ghost, sí, güey, Silvano. El Ghost también está muy padre. Yo creo que lo jugué en la campaña, pero no lo jugué del todo, güey. Tenían a los perros, güey. ¡Ay, che, chiquis! Muy bien, güey. Se viene algo bueno, Android. Tú dirás, hermano, si se viene... Nos vamos al Warzone Mobile. Tú dirás. Se ve chingón, pinche Android Apps. Yo lo voy a descargar en el Game Loop. Voy a ver si está disponible. Lo voy a descargar. Saludos, Android. Saludos, hermanito. Sí, sí, arquero. Va a estar bueno, Se ve que va a estar buenísimo, Se ve que va a estar buenísimo. No mames, güey. Modo de tercera persona también se puede,
I'm on my way.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Venga.
And there we go, Call of Duty fans. The trailer's so nice. We ran it twice. It is
Que lo saque, güey, de una vez para descargarlo.
franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today.
Quién sabe, arquero. Puede ser,
And I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the there, Jeff Smith, Multiplayer Design Directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off, how are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 is really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience.
Ah, no.
And people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am honored to work with, and their experience on this franchise. We're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about. And let's stay high level.
¿Quién sabe,
There's a
arquero?
lot of details, friends. Juicy details.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods, one of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change.
No está, hermanito. Lo he estado buscando. Le puse Warzone Mobile, pero no aparece todavía.
They just want to find the action and go. And then we have Sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a little Overwatch. And then we have Stalkers, which are reactive. They kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough toys and equipment.
Sí, sí es Warzone, pero no aparece. Traduce, papirrín. No, ahorita no tengo flojera ahorita de traducir.
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, you know, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic combat.
Todavía no hay link.
Joe, can we go into
Adcaro, traduce, güey.
water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk we froze the rivers.
Es de Infinity Ward, este man.
Trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics, there's waves with white caps, but we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater, otherwise you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water.
Es cierto, háblenle a la chona.
What water could be in Call of Duty, and you saw the boats and the mine that
ya meto a Discord
every piece of equipment.
y que empiece a traducir.
Filtered, like, how does it work through water? Like,
es
we
cierto.
had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge.
Yeah,
really would, instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
No mames, como hablan estos vatos.
We did mount, and we had slide. And
en la India ya está para descargar, no manches. ¿En serio, Carlos? ¿Tú eres de allá?
So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself,
eso me parece que son misiones.
You can now peek.
La campaña.
Pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a
no mames, ¿en serio, chiquis? En el teléfono sí, ¿cómo le pusiste? En el teléfono, yo tengo el iPhone y no me aparece, güey.
The dive is just high enough to let you get through a window, and so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows, and it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm going to save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
Saludos hasta Argentina entonces, hermano.
But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously,
sí, güey, hablan bien rápido.
Cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using in all sorts in the next game?
You saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy, and this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player gets close to it, it auto deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water, and here you just saw the
ahorita lo voy a usar aquí.
We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down everything, and I can move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone. And there's so
This is the TAC cam too.
Ya lo registraste, arquero, no mames, güey.
My personal favorite.
¿Dónde aparece, güey? Yo no lo encuentro.
Even you can patch into your teammates, so you can. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So it's. I expect to see a lot of fun moments with that today.
So many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we, level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new gunsmith
Ah, se está
allows
instalando.
players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon. Positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, you know, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single
El progreso.
weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff.
Okay, lo checo.
Those details though, Joe, I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith. And we were like, okay, what if you could take
No
an assault
mames,
rifle
sí lo
and make it an
tienes,
SMG?
güey.
And that was our driving kind of like motivator.
A mí no me
for that system.
parece,
We
güey.
kind of hit that.
Le voy a poner así, pues, Call of Duty. No mames, arquero, sí lo tienes, güey.
The name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We
A
have
mí no me
branching progression
parece,
to unlock
gente.
those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an
No, a mí no me parece, güey. Yo le pongo Warzone o
I'm
Call of
sitting down on my
Duty.
gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each
Warzone
time
Mobile.
you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, you know, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able
No,
to
güey, no me
jump into
parece
that
a mí, güey.
platform and customize however you want for, you know, situational combat.
Voy a cambiar de
And,
VPN.
you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action.
Bueno, si es para Android, ahorita lo voy a
today,
checar
which is
aquí
the
con el
entirely
emulador.
unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to
Gracias, chiquis, por informarnos. El 25 de septiembre sale para todas las plataformas. De momento, entonces, ahorita está como para Android, ¿verdad?
Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, you know, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Ah, yes.
But, you know, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really
Estoy en Android y no me aparece.
that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War, and a bunch of others really well. And so, you know, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 66 maps and really tried to refine and
Y este es de Android. Este es Android,
to
gente.
contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot
No, me
of
parece
visual
este.
variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine.
El Apex no me llamó la
Excellent
atención.
stuff. I might... hey, it's the first time for
okay.
here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
So Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great
No me
mix
sale a
of
mí.
gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways and all this great rooftop combat. And
Vamos a entrar al BlueStacks, a lo mejor aquí sí.
get these really cool parkour combat action happening.
Yeah, I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like a separate ecosystem. You can kind of migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up there and just hang out and fight.
El otro, mi vida, el otro. Está pesado.
All right, well, that looks fantastic, Jeff. Okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in
Carro,
the historic
papi, ahorita
section
no,
in
mi vida,
Mexico.
ahorita no vamos a ver carro.
Our story behind this is, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that
A ver si para el 25 llega a salir para todas las plataformas, la vamos a poder checar. De momento no tengo en el game loop.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see how that ties into campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6. All this looks fantastic.
No me aparece que está disponible.
We've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on?
No sé por qué no aparece.
We'll have the
No tengo
return
idea.
of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion it's a big war map. It's a big war TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of ground war. It's 20v20 players.
Mira. Aquí está uno.
20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill.
Lo tenemos, gente, lo tenemos. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, lo tenemos. Vamos a descargarlo cuando ya esté el registro previo, ¿vale? Ya lo tenemos, aquí está. Acaba de salir. Ahora vamos a irnos. Vamos a irnos al game loop. Aquí sí está. Cerramos.
For AI, and it's a super fun
Vamos al game loop.
Kind of a funny aside.
A ver si está,
we
güey.
took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game.
Ya me habías mandado el link.
We were able to add kind of the sandbox TDM into our
No lo chequé, no lo había checado, mi querido arquero.
Yeah. Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Aquí no aparece.
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero run was
definitely big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates. And, I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a ton. Yes, incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually
Vamos a esperar, claro que sí, Carlos. Vamos a esperar.
One thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third person, and all we're working on all this other stuff we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we'll be playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR.
Fíjense que hay una ventaja muy grande con eso de la tercera persona porque puedes ver más allá de lo que la primera persona no puede ver y así tú puedes estar preparado de lo que se venga, ya sea un arma que sea de corto alcance o largo alcance, puedes darte cuenta si puedes darle o no. Y también prepararte.
I tried to warn you.
Es una ventaja grande la tercera
a lot
persona.
of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
Sí, se ve bien, Anthony, de hecho, se ve muy bien.
So I'm happy to say that
Es lo que se va a
Special
venir, gente.
Ops will return as our third mode and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design.
Las
So
luces de
think
acá, papi.
one player
Es
on
de
air
la silla.
support, one player on the ground.
Ese mi bro
And,
dice, hace
I
rato
think
no
the
pasó.
OG fans will be really excited
Por acá,
because we've
saludos. ¿Qué
looked
pasó,
at,
Emanuel
you know,
Hernández?
some of
Saludos,
the
bienvenido.
iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch.
Ah, Chona,
and
traduce,
really
dice
tried
que quieren que
to,
traduzcan lo que está
implement
diciendo
some of
aquí
those themes into
los chicos. No,
the
papi,
design.
préndela.
So we'll be talking more about Special Ops in,
Ándale,
the,
así.
in the months to come.
Te paso el Discord, Chonita, y ya me mandas,
Sitting right next to you.
¿El Bullet Force? No, ese no.
Bullet
Force.
Hola.
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 Gallo.
Papi, está encerrado el carro, mira bien. Y es ninja, es un samurái, creo.
Empty-handed, I was born.
Uf, mira.
Empty-handed, I will ascend. Blade or bullet, fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Hola, alegría,
Wow. Preorden también en la Play 4.
Take Miles ISO.
No manches, la Play 4 se veía al carajo.
PlayStation players will receive
Diles,
an
hola.
exclusive Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire
Hola.
descended from centuries-old samurai clan
Hola,
and
no,
torn
papi,
between
no metas todo ahí.
and family, just like me. This is such an awesome
Hola.
looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one. All the pre-ordered
Yeah.
3D PlayStation
Hola,
Store
diles.
Plus. It comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see
Hola,
our
Chona,
narrative
dile,
team
hola,
building
Chona.
out his lore, really bringing
Dile,
his operator
Chona.
to life with the creation of his backstory.
Dile,
and motives.
Chona.
And I think
Chona.
Hola, Chona.
Hola, Chona.
so cool looking.
All right, Steph, we keep
Hola,
talking
Chona,
about the,
dile.
the
Hola,
things that we have to
Chona.
look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the
Dile,
beta.
¿qué onda,
So for
Chona?
anyone who wants to get an early first
Dile,
look,
no manches,
and
Chona.
trust me, you definitely want to. It is immediately available around the corner for PlayStation players who pre-order any version. Early access to the open beta starts tomorrow, so make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly
Dile,
when you
hola,
can play the
Chona.
beta on your
Adiós,
platform
Chona.
of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also
Dile un beso a la
definitely
Chona.
worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2,
Dile, beso,
you get to
Chona.
use the red Team 141
Beso,
Operator Pack
Chona.
and the FJX Cinder
Hola, Chona.
Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition
Pero
to
mira
being
que
able to
pone
earn
que este
in-game
carga.
rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign
Dile,
access.
no
So the
manches.
campaign
No
a week
manches.
early. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off
Chona,
the world
pásate al
premiere
Discord.
of Warzone 2.0.
Manden el
Don't go
Discord,
anywhere.
gente, a Chona para que entre y
Call of
aquí
Duty
esté con
Next,
nosotros
brought to you
platicando.
by Mountain Dew, official drink of Modern Warfare 2. Little Caesars,
Little
a
Caesar.
proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2.
Chona, mejor tú haz el directo.
HyperX, official
Ve a
peripheral
tu canal
partner of
y
Call
haz
of
tu
Duty.
directo ahí mejor.
Play
Ahí
like a
te
pro
vamos a
on the
espectar.
big screen with 144 Hz VRR and
TCL.
AMD FreeSync. Now on TCL 6 Series TVs.
Es más fácil, ¿no crees?
Crime Gaming, Visit gaming.amazon.com
Yeah?
today and start claiming your free content.
We have 200 creators here
No,
on
I
site,
say,
marching
chico,
down the green carpet with one mission in mind.
Imagínate que te
To be the
invitaran a
first
esos
players
eventos,
to
güey.
play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
There is so much in this game. There is almost too much.
This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking forward to most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy to
Dile, Call of Duty.
kill streaks, I think.
Call of Duty.
Just to learn as much as I can to prep for all net.
Call of Duty.
Those guys are
Wow.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
a map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
Vámonos, papi, vamos a comer.
What's your
Vamos a
favorite
comer.
game mode and Mountain Dew
Sí, papi,
flavor
vamos a
combo?
comer.
Search and destroy Code Red.
Hijo de su.
I'm going hard with the boys on a long
Solamente
night of
así.
S&D, and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms. I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal.
Ooh, terminal.
Most people have terminal nostalgia. Terminal. 100%. I just replayed that recently, and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous.
Easy.
Strike.
High rise?
High rise.
Stronghold.
Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was gonna pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP.
Gente, ¿termino el directo o los dejo?
Also
Porque voy a
an
almorzar.
exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call
Ya no
of Duty
terminé de
Modern
almorzar.
Warfare 2
Y ahorita que llegó mi
by
esposa voy a
specifically
almorzar con ella.
marked Mountain Dew.
Ya tenemos aquí una vista previa. Digo, para que ya les ponga el
Welcome back to Call of Duty.
¿cómo se
Next.
llama?
Mountain Dew, green card.
El reinicio de cuenta. Ya tenemos el video para reinicio de cuenta, gente. Ya lo tenemos aquí.
Some incredibly well-dressed people up there, and some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts.
Tenemos
as well.
reinicio de
Welcome back to Call of
cuenta.
Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden, Joe Seacott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward. Joe, how are we feeling? We ready to party?
Terminamos.
This is a lot. We need to know everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing
Cuídense,
Warzone
gente.
2.0. I ended up at IW.
Ya me
as a
registré,
fan of
Juan
the game,
Gamer. Ya
and
me
so
registré.
this moment is absolutely
Les
bananas for
mando
me, but Warzone 2.0 is everything that we
el link.
loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player
Reinicio de cuenta.
experience. And,
Vámonos.
I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again, there's a lot in this one.